Laurel, 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 laurel.
All I hear are Yannies. Hey everyone, it's Andrew from Pizebox Productions, where we only hear Yannies. And that's about as much as I'm going to get into that. Anyway, for this episode we're going to be going back into recordings. And if you don't know, recordings is like the alternate telling of the story involved in A15CDO. I'm still not sure if I'm getting that name right. But still, it's sort of like what's going on from the guy's point of view that this cult is stalking. And in his case, he got into the paranormal due to a strange event that happened to him. And now he's sort of I guess you could say, amateur paranormal investigator, and he's sort of looking into some strange events around his hometown. And I understand that. I kind of do the same thing, but very sparingly. I really don't have time for that anymore. But anyway, that's as far as we've gotten so far. And for this video, we're going to be looking at the next 2 episodes. Well, not episodes, but videos in this series. And we're going to see what else we can find out. But looking at the thumbnails, it looks like eventually some really weird stuff is going to start happening later on. But until we get there, we're going to keep going at this pace. So, without further ado, let's get to the videos.
Okay, hello everyone.
Hey, how's it going?
We're on the way to the... What are you pointing at?
Oh, I was pointing to the right.
Oh.
Turn right.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on the way to...
Okay, I mean, it's a little bit of a pet peeve, I guess, but he's like, I'm pointing to the right. Why is the driver pointing to the right? He can just turn on the indicator, which is what he did. Who's he signaling to? The guy? He's not driving.
Haunted church. I've been up there.
Okay, cool.
I think we said this in the last episode, but I went up there.
Oh, yeah, right. They went up to the haunted church.
Place was locked, so hopefully it's not locked. We did some research, and supposedly it's open during the day, so we're going to check it out. Maybe record a little bit inside, if it is unlocked, hopefully. It does have like an alarm system.
Well, usually when places are haunted and they are public, and they have sort of a public access, they know a whole lot of people like this and like me will probably show up and want to record in there, so they do oftentimes lock them for this reason.
I don't think it ever gets turned on.
Really?
Yeah.
If it does, it's probably after hours.
Particularly if this church is still
I think
active.
it's when they close the gate. Like, as long as the gate's open to the place, it should be good to go.
Where are they even filming?
Okay, I'm back now. We had to talk about that's not it.
It looks very familiar to
We
me.
had to
Like,
talk about television shows
like
and
Missouri
stuff,
or Kentucky. I know it's like a very wide area, but still.
We're going to the chapel.
Oh yeah, I'm going to this creepy place. And
how did you forget? You're the one running this whole thing.
Hopefully it's not closed and all that.
Okay, how much of this is just
during the day because, for one, my camera doesn't have like a light on it or like night vision or anything, and for two,
let me see.
And for two,
okay, so they get to the church. Like
supposedly they might set the alarm after hours. I'm not sure, but we'll go check it out and hopefully get some cool stuff on camera.
We're getting kind of cool stuff now. This is like some
town or area to do this in, like, because there are a lot of urban legends and whatnot, you know. Like,
okay, they're finally at the church.
Here we go.
Okay, good.
If there are people up here, I'm gonna be pissed.
Well, yeah.
Open during daylight hours, no trespassing after hours, it said. So.
Okay, so here it is. Finally,
the church here.
Let's see what happens.
Go ahead and tell the story, by the way, of the
all right,
the supposed story here, or whatever.
Which one?
The reason why, like, this is a haunted location.
Well, there's 2.
Okay.
There's 2.
Well, no, they're
I've only heard one.
interconnected. But
Yeah, I don't trust urban legends. They say why places are haunted.
preacher here like a long time ago.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
he had an illegitimate child with somebody,
Mhm.
and obviously it's frowned upon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's some stain.
he basically like couldn't live with the shame or something. Like the baby died like a week or two after it was born. And
Okay.
he couldn't live with it, the shame of having an illegitimate child, and I guess the grief over the kid dying.
Yeah.
And so he hung himself, supposedly in the church, and around this spot where there's like some kind of mysterious stain.
All
Why
right.
is the rope here just for?
I think that's the bell.
Oh.
All right.
Nerd.
All right. So the urban legend is the guy had an illegitimate child. This child died soon after, and then he committed suicide. That sounds like literally every urban legend that involves a haunted church. I wouldn't trust urban legends too much. I would actually recommend actually looking into records of the church records, or something like that, or city records, to see if that's actually a true story. Because I've had that happen where people tell me, "Oh, this person died here," or "This place is haunted because there was a massacre here," and then you end up looking into it, and there's like no record of this in news media or in news media at the time, or in city records or in police records or anything that would have where it would have been reflected, and then you end up realizing you wasted your time.
Some kind of electronic bell to pull it.
I'm not gonna pull it.
But yeah, supposedly that's a spooky bloody stain.
Yeah, sure. Bloodstain that's been there for however long that you call that. It looks like burn marks.
Yeah, so it supposedly killed himself, and then I don't know about that, but I can verify that this part of the story is true. Out there in the graveyard,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't bury him with everybody else, and they didn't bury the kid with everybody else. He's an illegitimate kid, and
They both
obviously
were
the guy,
looked out
the
upon.
preacher hung himself. Yeah, so they were both not to be buried with everyone else, and so there are
Okay.
actually two stones outside of the cemetery wall on the top left corner.
That's creepy.
For,
Or they just ran out of space.
the baby and the preacher. The baby has a proper stone with dates on it, but the preacher just has a creepy rock. So
How do you know those are graves exactly?
A creepy rock.
You just saw a
Man, it's
creepy rock and said,
freaking
"Oh,
cold
must
in
be
here."
the other grave." Did you take a
Pull up my hands.
Okay.
so that's it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep recording, and if anything happens, then I'll edit it in the video or cut it in the video. or
All
whatever.
right.
I don't want to put up like a 2-hour investigation or whatever.
They're the only ones there. Huh, okay.
Yeah, it's a very creaky church.
Whoa, what was that?
Sorry.
Thanks.
Okay.
It's a very creaky church.
Oh,
I'm gonna put the camera down and walk around. Actually.
it was extremely cold this day, even colder inside the church, so we didn't stay long. Aside from bumps, knocks, and creaks, nothing substantial was found on the 30 or so minutes of footage inside the church building. Okay, well that was a waste, wasn't it? It's gonna remind me when I went to Stranahan House.
Okay, so we're in the graveyard now. Nothing really happened inside the church. There was a few creaks and stuff, but it's like windy, so just checking out the graveyard. Where'd you say that grave was?
No, typically church graveyards, from what I remember, from what I've heard, usually have like wrought iron
You wanna go check that out for me?
fences to keep
Since nothing
the
really happened
souls
inside.
of those from
All right.
escaping, or something like that.
All right, so here's the gravestones.
Ilya Neomando, Mr. and Mrs. G.M. Baker, June 17th, 1927 to July 6th, 1927. Asleep in Jesus. Okay, so this is the child's
That's a weird
tombstone.
name. 1927. And there's the creepy rock or whatever. So, yeah, I guess that is pretty creepy. It's not even like,
Okay.
It says June 17th to July 6th, so it only lived like 3 weeks.
yeah, it sucks. Oh, well, that's pretty much it. Kind of uneventful.
Yeah,
area,
assume,
but
you know, I'd probably assume this
maybe we
grave.
just caught it on a wrong day. I don't know, but I guess we're gonna head on out now.
Didn't stay very long. We plan to go back there soon when it is warmer, and with a digital recorder, it's a better capture sounds. I'll keep you posted on my Twitter account, Recordings YT.
Okay, so I wake up this morning, Saturday morning here, after the whole haunted church deal last night, and I actually found that camera I've been missing. It's where is it? It's back here. Now the weird thing is I looked back here before. I swear I did.
Oh, they're coming for you. They've already know where you are.
So I don't know if I'm like, I don't know if I'm losing my mind or whatever. But so I guess I bought this camera here. I'm using for nothing.
No, if I remember correctly, in 815 CDO. In the 015 CDO, there was like the cameras they were stealing cameras and moving them around and stuff, if I remember correctly, or they were like putting ones to record stuff in there and everything and leaving them for this guy.
But I found my old camera. I guess if one camera breaks, I have another one. It's really weird, but
it's highly weird. But now I think I might have some kind of a theory.
Just thought I'd throw that in there. I don't
this is some
think
really
it's
old
like paranormal or anything, but
game consoles.
I definitely think I'm going crazy or something. So.
Oh, you won't be until later. Alright, so far we have him investigating the church and camera disappearing and reappearing. I mean, it could be in a report or something where something disappears and reappears somewhere else. There could be signs of a haunting, probably. However, there is the issue that we know that there's a cult involved in some way, following him around and harassing him. So we do know that much. It could indicate that the whatever cult that is that they're connected to the events that are going on, and they may be connected to the haunted church in some way, probably. But we're gonna move on, see what else we can learn in the next video, which is recordings 2.5, according to whoever is following me. So now we know, I guess, someone is following him. And we're gonna get an idea, and we can get an idea of who that is, maybe, or maybe how similar they are to the people in A15 CDO. So, without further ado, let's get to the video.
Okay, guys. So I'm aware of the reoccurring people that seem to be in the backgrounds and stuff of my videos. The first video, people pointed it out. I didn't really believe them. I didn't pay attention to it. I thought they were just seeing things. The second video, people started sending me screenshots on Twitter and stuff. I definitely saw them. Whoever it is, I believe it's the people that are, in the alternate weird channel that keep leaving me weird video responses. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. But if you keep doing this...
Wait. Oh yeah, I remember that. I don't know why I just glossed over that. Why I just sort of glossed over and didn't mention it. But it's because I'm kind of getting into this. But he did say that there were people watching the first video and the second video. I do remember there being people in the background in the first one, but I can't remember if I saw people in the second video we just saw. I mean, maybe there are, and I just didn't see them.
This shit, I'm gonna call the cops.
I'm probably gonna go back and look at that again.
You're gonna get your ass arrested. Because whatever you're doing is not funny.
Probably.
I'm not even going to point out where you are in the previous videos because I don't want to give you any more attention.
All right, now I'm beginning to get suspicious. Now I'm getting suspicious that there probably isn't anybody. Those people I probably saw in the background probably just random people in the first one. But I mean, there's probably nobody. He's like, oh, I saw people sent me pictures of it, and it turns out there's probably nobody really there or something like that. And he's just saying
You're
that
an attention whore. Apparently it's more than one person. There seems to be two of them. I don't know. I haven't checked that weird channel, the response videos. I don't know what
there's more than one
they have been doing. But today I went out to check my mail, and I found this in the mailbox. It's not like a letter that's addressed to me. Somebody physically left it in the mailbox.
Yep. So they know where you live.
It was taped right here.
I like how you know somebody's following you, and they know where you live, and they're leaving stuff in the mailbox, and you haven't gone to the police yet. He said, oh, you can get arrested. Well, I was going to say they can't get arrested for like being in the same place as you, because that doesn't classify as stalking in a lot of jurisdictions, or probably any, just for being in the same place. But however, they are leaving unwanted contact with you, and they are leaving stuff in your mailbox, so they know where you live. So this could constitute actual harassment. So probably. I don't understand why you opened this yourself, or why you took it out, or why you continued touching it. You probably should have if you took it out of the mailbox, don't continue touching it. Call the police. Let them dust it for prints if there are any. And I know it's cliche, but honestly, you should let them check to see if there's any type of physical evidence on it that could indicate who these people are, and you completely screwed yourself in the process because of it.
Became taped again, but it just says "watching you" on it. I opened it up here,
and
what I found was this fortune. It looks like
check the camera. Oh yeah, right.
It says
your home is a pleasant place from which.
Your home is a pleasant place from which we's marked out.
Well, we. I draw happiness. Yeah.
Actually, it says you right there, and you's marked out. If you turn it upside down, it says we.
Yeah.
We draw happiness.
That's them.
I don't know what that means.
It's the cult. They're coming.
And then on the back here has your number, like your lucky numbers and stuff. And upside down it says it's not a game anymore. Waiting patiently. The same stupid shit. And then
waiting patiently. Oh, right, from the first video.
I'm guessing that's referring to that blue camera.
Yep.
But
they did steal a camera return just like I thought.
Because there's probably nothing on it, or there's something I recorded that's old on it that. Did you hear those noises in there?
They did.
There's probably something, I don't know. There's probably something old on it that I forgot I recorded. It's gonna freak me out or something. I don't know. Whoever you are, though. Stop, because if I see you again in a video, I'm seriously calling the police, and they will arrest you.
No, they won't.
You won't be making any more stupid video responses, and you won't be following anyone. So seriously, whoever it is, stop. I'm not kidding. Stop it.
Okay, first of all, if you could have called the police, you could have called the police at any. Okay, first of all, you could have called the police at any time if it was actually dangerous to you, and you didn't. You can't call the police because people are in your videos. If they're in the same place as you are, that doesn't constitute stalking or any type of harassment, usually. At least in some places it doesn't. Because you can't really control what other people are doing in that way. Unless they are actively harassing you. But in this case, I guess they are, because they know where you live and they are following you and they're leaving stuff in your mailbox. I mean, it probably could constitute stalking in some jurisdictions, but again, not all of them completely, unless you're in actual danger. But considering they did break into your house and actually steal your camera, it would probably constitute that. And I don't understand why you didn't call the police, because now it's kind of like taking the realism out of this. Because if it were me, I would have called the police already, not do this. I mean, I like doing YouTube and all. But I wouldn't try to do that for this reason. I wouldn't try to prolong something like that. I would have just done this from the beginning. So what we have here, the cult has broken into his house already. They've appeared in the background of some videos, they've appeared in the background of some of his videos already, which I learned about from someone else before. And at the same time, they are stealing his cameras, or his house. They left notes for him, and they even left the title of the first video, which is "Waiting Patiently," I think. But yeah, whoever the cult is, they seem to be somewhat connected to what's going on here with the hauntings and the haunted church and everything, because they didn't show up until after they were headed up there, and until after he had gotten back from here. They seem to be connected to that in some way, shape, or form. Maybe the church is really run by a cult. I mean, there are plenty of cults that call themselves churches after all. But yeah, and I guess we're not going to learn more until we get further into this, which I'm not going to do right now. But I think I will go back and look into the video, see if I see people in the background, and see what the guy's saying was true. So I'm going to go look at that, and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, I'm back. And I think I found them. Around the 129 mark, they passed by a group of people on the street that they looked like they were about to sprint across or something like that. And that might be them. That might be them right there. I didn't see that when we went through the last time, but I think that's them that the guy's talking about. So yeah, I guess there are people following him in the background, and but they didn't know he was going to the church. So what we know so far is that there are people who at least were watching his first video, who at least watched his first video or something, or at least watched the one before that, and they might be connected to the person who sent him the information on the ancestor and everything that was apparently haunting his house or something like that. I mean, that might be a possibility, because they would have been the first person to know about what he was doing and what was going on the whole time. But yeah, it's just a theory right now, and we're not that far into it. So we're going to find out more as this goes on, and I'm going to do this again in 2 weeks. So for right now, I'm going to end this video here. So be sure to check out my other videos, those Prizebox Productions videos, with our channels Prizebox Gaming and Prizebox Reviews. Thanks for watching, and stay generous.